I will celebrate my son's death with beer. I met Trevor's mom when he was 4, married her when he was 6. His real dad paid child support but never visited. I raised Trevor for 14 years, taught him to ride a bike, went to every soccer game. He was my son. My daughter Kira was born when Trevor was 8. Things were fine until Kira hit middle school and started winning art competitions. Trevor was 20 by then, dropping out of online classes, working part-time at a phone store. I noticed him getting bitter but figured he'd grow out of it. Kira was 16 when it happened. She'd just gotten accepted to some summer art program in California, full scholarship. That night, I woke up to voices around 1 in the morning, Trevor and Kira going at it in the hallway. I heard Trevor say something about how she always got everything handed to her. Kira told him he was drunk. Then I heard a scuffle. I ran out and Trevor was standing at the top of the basement stairs. Kira was at the bottom. Her neck was bent wrong, fresh bruises on her shoulders. Trevor's face was completely blank. He said she fell, said she came at him during the argument and lost her balance. The cops investigated but had no proof, just Trevor's word that it was an accident. The detective pulled me aside after and said he thought Trevor pushed her, but they'd never make it stick in court. My wife chose to believe Trevor. She needed to believe him. 4 months later, we divorced. She moved 2 states away and took him with her. I stayed in our house alone, visited Kira's grave every Sunday for 12 years. Last month, my ex-wife called for the first time since the divorce. Trevor died in a drunk driving accident, hit a tree going 80. She wanted me at the funeral. I told her Trevor stopped being my son the night Kira died and hung up. Then I went to the store and bought a 6-pack of the cheap beer Trevor used to steal from our garage, put it in my fridge and stared at it for days. The funeral was yesterday. I didn't go. I drove to Kira's grave instead and sat there for 2 hours. Told her the person who killed her was finally gone. Then I went home and cracked open the first beer. I was 3 bottles in when someone started pounding on my door. My ex-wife's car was in the driveway. I opened the door. She was still in her funeral dress, makeup running everywhere. She saw the beer in my hand and lost it. Started screaming, called me sick, called me heartless, said Trevor was our son. I said Trevor murdered Kira and she knew it. She slapped me hard enough that I stumbled back. Then she saw the other bottles on my counter and grabbed one, threw it at the wall. Glass went everywhere. She kept screaming about how it was an accident, how I destroyed our family. I just stood there and waited for her to run out of steam. Then she stopped, just stood there shaking, holding onto my door frame. She looked up at me and her face was wrecked. She said Trevor told her the truth 2 years ago when he was drunk, said he pushed Kira, that he was angry and drunk and shoved her during the argument and she fell. He made her promise never to tell me. My ex-wife had known for 2 years that I was right, that our son murdered our daughter, and she kept protecting him anyway because admitting it meant admitting she picked wrong that night. She walked out without another word. I heard her car start and pull away.